Vets, I just wanted to get on here this evening to say a special goodbye, a farewell to a beautiful brother in arms who passed away recently, and he will be buried tomorrow in Winfield, Maryland. He is a paratrooper, Captain Paul Devincentz. He served 4 combat tours of duty attached to the 82nd Airborne. I just want you to know that, Paul, we will remember you. We will speak your name. God rest your soul. May you find the peace that eluded you down here on this earth. This is just an event that happens with our veterans. Every 65 minutes, we lose a veteran to suicide. And I think it's important that you and I put a face and a name to what is going on in our community, because if we don't, it's going to continue. And I don't know any other way to do it than to honor them as they pass, to speak their name and to share that amongst each other. And I just want to give a special prayer and shout out to the ranger who called me to let me know this personal friend of his passed away, and he took it very hard. And speaking of this ranger, he is actually having a difficult time himself. He was recently diagnosed with cancer, a golf ball sized tumor in his lung. And I'm asking that each and every one of you, I posted a prayer request this morning and a lot of you did see that, but I'm asking you to lift him up in prayer and to speak life over him. Hi, Bob. Oh no, Bob just got a 7-day suspension. I'm just asking that each one of you lift this ranger up in prayer and claim and speak life over him, and health, and just the strength and the courage to be able to push forward as the doctors create a treatment plan for him and to decide what path is best for him. And I just want everybody to know that this stubborn, hardcore ranger is one of the most beautiful men I've come across and encountered, and I just want him to know that I've got his back, that I'm walking with him, he's not alone, and that this journey matters. Speaking of this journey we are taking together at Vets, I met with David Corlew. He is a co-founder of the foundation, Charlie Daniels Foundation Safe Journey Home Project. And we had a business lunch today, and it was incredible. We have a mutual passion of our brothers and sisters in arms, and it was a long conversation about some of the cases that we've worked on and the fact that there's so much work to do. There's never going to be a veteran organization out there, including Vets, that will be able to respond to every single veteran's need. There's so many of us, there's 20 million of us, but I'll tell you what, I'm fired up about what we are accomplishing, because we are very effective and we are crisis intervention. We can find solutions in short periods of time. And I want to briefly remind everybody of the account Apollo. His name is Jimmy, who was posting suicidal tweets. I'm here, but I'm basically dead inside already. Just really reaching out for help and just throwing out that lifeline, because he's walked this path alone so many times that he was done. He was done. He couldn't do it anymore, didn't have support. But guess what? The actor James Woods stepped in, intervened, and connected him with Vets. And I just want you to know how hard Cindy has been working with Jimmy to walk him through that darkness. And he does have hope. He's actually tweeted a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. He has hope now. And even though it's a heavy load, to see when a veteran finds that hope, that spark again, to know that there's going to be an option for a better life, it's worth it. So I'm hoping. I know this death is sad. It breaks my heart. It's gut wrenching to talk about it, but I think it's important for us to do it together as a family and to rise above it and to start figuring out, what do we do about it? How do we come together? And you know what the answer is? It's us coming together to talk about each other's needs, crises, experiences, and walking this path together, and just spider webbing throughout the nation, grassroots firestorm, lighting each other up, motivating each other, being there for each other. It is powerful to offer hope to somebody. It is powerful to reach your hand out to that veteran to say, hey, I'm not alone. Or you're not alone. And it's a beautiful thing when they respond and they reciprocate and they take your hand and they say, okay, let's go, let's do this. But you know what? Jimmy said something very interesting. He said, welcome to my hell. He said that to Cindy and I on the phone the other day. And you know what? We are willing to go wherever the veteran is at. If we need to walk through hell with you, we will, because we know we're going to get you to the other side, because we're not going to leave a man behind. That's not what we're going to do. So I truly believe that we are the solution to 22 a day. We can help, we can decrease it drastically, just by growing this as big as we can and keeping it personal and keeping that grassroots feel and keeping that heart connection, because that's why we are successful. Is because it's you and I walking together, and I don't want to grow too huge. I want to keep it grassroots. I want to keep it genuine, and we never can lose sight of our mission, and that's to take care of our own, one veteran at a time. And I hope you guys believe in it. I have a huge announcement, and I don't think he'll mind. Does anybody who knows Herschel Walker? Sean, Beard Vet, do you know who Herschel Walker is? Okay, I think we all know. He's pretty much a hero for every single one of us, the greatest football players of all time. Anyway, I had a conversation with him this afternoon on the way home from my meeting with David Corlew. And he absolutely, I got to talk to him, and he wanted to know more about Code of Vets. So I talked to him about our mission and what we're doing with some of our veteran cases and what our overall goal is, which is to take care of each other. And he loves it. I mean, he loves it. He wants to, he said, "What do I need to do for you, Gretchen?" So anyway, I asked him if he would do a video, and he said yes, just to endorse Code of Vets, and just to honor the military and veteran community. And because I let him know roughly every 65 minutes we have a brother or sister in arms committing suicide. And he cares. He has I think anybody who knows anything about him knows that he is active with the military and veteran community. So when he learned about us, he gave us a thumbs up. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I'm blown away. This is teamwork. This has nothing to do with one person. This has to do with us. We're literally getting it done. I mean, we're getting attention, and people are taking notice, because what we are doing is effective and it matters. It's saving lives, it's transforming lives. We're giving our beautiful brothers in arms second chances at life, and we're giving them the opportunity to move forward out of dark holes that they can't find their way out of. So I had to get on here tonight and share, I had to share, the loss of one of our beautiful own. And we do have another one that I'm aware of that committed suicide near the Wharton, New Jersey area just a few nights ago, but I don't have all the details on it. But I do know we had an Army Ranger hang himself, and I don't have all the details, so I will honor him once I have that, because I want to be able to do it appropriately. But I just want you to be in prayer for that family in New Jersey, because it's devastating when you lose a loved one, especially that way. It's just a hard journey, and we have to be there for each other. So, hi Jay. So please keep that beautiful family up near the Wharton, New Jersey area in your hearts and minds as they grieve the loss of their ranger. And he was younger too. I believe he was in his 30s. So it's just, it truly is a God thing, what we're accomplishing here and what we're talking about. I believe in our mission. I believe in you, and I believe in what I'm doing. I truly believe we're doing God's work, and I'm proud of it, and I hope you are too. And I think that we can grow to 1 million strong if we stay the course and we stay focused and we don't get off track. We can be the ones to solve our crises in this community. And I don't know about you, but I believe that 22, roughly it bounces between 20 and 22, but I think we can have a huge impact on that number, because what we're doing is genuine, pure, and good. Everything about Code of Vets is good and honorable. And I just want each and every one of you to share every time you see a post, every time you see a tweet, every time you see a live stream, push it out there, because the further it goes, the more effective we are, the faster we can solve the problem or the issue, and that we can get our name out there even more, because I want this platform to grow into something powerful. I want us to have a voice, a grassroots voice. And when we speak, I want DC to take notice. I want us to get the job done. And when we have injustices in our community, such as Eddie Gallagher, Matt Goldstein, Clint Lawrence, and I know Sergeant Derek Miller is just getting ready to be released after serving 8 years for killing an enemy combatant. When we have cases like that pop up, we need to be able to stand resolute, strength, in solidarity, and speak with one loud, thunderous voice and say, not on our watch. You guys need to back off, our brothers in arms, our warriors. And I truly believe that we can grow to that point where we can be effective and have a powerful voice, a force to be reckoned with. And that's our big goal for Capt. You guys remember that. This is your platform. The bigger we grow it, the more we're going to be able to accomplish. So get the word out. Please say a prayer for the Devincentz family and for Turner family. They are suffering right now, and I just want them to know that our hearts are with them and that we suffer with them. With each and every loss in our community, we suffer as well. There are no words to describe the pain and the sorrow when we hear about another veteran suicide. It's tough to absorb it. Every time it gets harder for me because I take it personally, and I take each one of those names to heart. And it breaks my heart because we can do better than this. We deserve better than this. And we're going to make big changes in our nation, in our veteran community, by coming together in historic numbers and finding solutions for each other and helping each other. It's really about being there for each other and helping each other. So let's do this together. It's teamwork. Capt. Teamwork. Get out there and spread the message. I love you guys. Thank you, David Corley, for taking the time to spend with me. We definitely have a mutual passion, and thank you to the greatest football player of all times, Herschel, for taking the time to speak with me today. Just even just a few minutes was phenomenal. I'm just blown away. So Herschel Walker is absolutely incredible, a true patriot, and it's genuine. It's absolutely genuine. So God bless you all. Have a beautiful evening. Oh, by the way, FYI, when I was coming out, because it was Nashville downtown to lunch, this is my side note. This is aside from my information about veterans. Okay, so I was coming out of the lunch with David, and I was in a public parking lot downtown Nashville. Somebody backed into my car and left. But there were two young couples who left a note and said, hey, this is what happened. This is the license plate. We witnessed it. This is, the vehicle that did it. So I called the police and was filing a report. So the police comes up, and he's a Navy veteran. I was explaining to him why I was there. And I said, I never come to the city, and the only time I do, this is what happens. And he was laughing. And he did ask for a Capt. Vet's card, and I gave him one. And as we were sitting there chatting and talking, the two couples that had witnessed it and left the note actually walked by us, and they said, oh my gosh, are you the car owner? We're the ones who wrote the note. So we all started talking. I told them about Capt. Vets, and they were really excited then that they had help, because I said, I'm actually here meeting somebody to talk about veterans issues and how do we, get more exposure and grow. And they said, oh, then they were like, okay, this, we're really glad we helped you. But the car that hit me was still in the parking lot, and they pointed it out. So the police was able to go over there and handle it. So I just wanted to share that with you. So while I was taking care of you veterans, my car got hit. So, and it was at first I was upset, but it turned out to be a really neat experience, because everybody involved in the incident was super nice and was, just very gracious, and the police officer was beautiful, handled it well, and was a veteran, and I loved it. So I was able to talk to him about Capt. Vets. Anyway, I just wanted to share that brief story with you guys. Have a beautiful evening.